Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 88. So far, we're still looking at the Drawing the Hidden Figure by Jack Hamm book. And this time, we're going to be looking at a few different things here. We're going to start off looking at starting from scratch to draw the human figure, simplifying the pelvic region, further differences between male and female hip sections, and using the abbreviated bone forms. So far, that was a lot. I'll just go ahead and put each page up so you can just read them and everything. Okay. Yeah, that was a whole bunch of information and stuff there too, but mostly again, if we start off by looking at starting from scratch to draw the human figure, so far the main thing I took away from this page, so I don't have to summarize everything. Basically, again, we just have to memorize the word tum. Basically, use that to kind of just get the human figure started. Basically, what that means is we start off with the T, so that would be the line for the spine and the line for the shoulders. Basically, those intersecting to make a T shape. And at the point where they intersect, we put an X there, so we just know that's where everything can kind of lean and tilt. So the shoulders and spine will kind of lean and tilt from that point. Then the U, which basically turn upside down, and you basically hang the U where that intersection point is on the T. So that'll be used for the rib cage. So you can be able to tell how the ribs and stuff move with the body and everything, if it turns and moves. And then the M, that will be for the pelvic region or the hips. Basically, that's just kind of used to show how the pelvis would be. Basically kind of shaped like an M when looking forward. And so far, if you look down at the bottom and stuff too and all, to compare the differences between male and female. So far, while I'm drawing, I'm not really going to be differentiating between them too much right now. I'm just still trying to get the basic form down. But basically what it's saying is just that the female form, the hips are kind of wider, but everything's a bit shorter down. While with the male one, things are kind of width-wise not as wide, but a little bit taller. That's just the main takeaway and stuff for that too. Most just memorizing the basic way of getting started, just tum. That's the main thing I've just been using for a little bit. Then if we look at the other page, simplifying the pelvic region, basically this just shows a pretty simplified way to just draw the pelvis in its bone form. So basically again, just kind of can help with giving a bit of depth and a little bit of width and stuff like that as well. Just something to try out and everything too. Again, the male and female, just showing the difference. The female is a bit wider, the male is a bit taller. But again, I'm not really going to be going that heavy into the differences too much. I'm just going to be just doing it generically. And it shows some examples at the bottom and stuff like that too. Then looking at further differences between male and female hip section. Again, just the thing right next to it, just to throw in as well. Again, just a little thing, just saying what's the main difference between them are. Again, I'm not really looking at that in heavy detail, so not really worried about that. But the main thing that this does mention too, and I think it was on the last page, to simplifying the pelvic region, it basically does mention that this way of drawing it, it's good for drawing it if the person is facing directly forward or slightly to the side. If they're directly to the side, it can get kind of weird drawing this. So far, I just probably try just drawing the pelvis on its own, just kind of show it off a bit. But again, do that, and we're just going to just drawing a few forms and stuff like that. And if we look at the last page, using abbreviated bone forms, basically this is just showing again, the same thing with the pelvis and the rib cage, just showing how it will kind of fit together a bit, which is something that's pretty useful to use, so you know where to put the legs and how to put the joints and everything. So basically, again, just with that, this is mostly just how we're going to be drawing everything and stuff too. Just try this method and stuff out. Because before we tried a different method where it's really highly detailed. With this, we're going to keep it more simple. We probably will also put a bit of 3D into the hands and feet, but mostly just the rib cage and pelvis are the main thing we're focusing on. So we'll draw it as a simplified figurette, which I did in another video. And then we'll just go ahead and try replicating that figurette and doing it as a skeleton. So we just kind of, see how it looks. And that's mostly it. So we'll just go into Krita, do that, and just kind of see what we can do. Okay, so far we're in Krita, and basically I said I was going to start off with the simplified pelvis. So I would just draw like a basic one facing forward and everything. So basically just draw the circle. Again, really should be more of an oval, but again, be either or what we're working with. Then basically just draw these sides, where basically just like draw it kind of like going in like this. Kind of like just coning in, stuff like that too and all. And then the bottom part of it, you kind of do like a W. And there you go. Basically, that's the pelvis and everything right there. But again, that's it facing forward. If you do it kind of to the side, like you can do it at an angle and stuff like that too. So you can kind of draw a circle kind of like this. And then from there, just again, if you want, draw like the back pelvis or the front one first, whichever one you want. So we do the front. In reality, I kind of messed that one up a bit. Give me a second. Yeah, so again, just draw a circle, stuff like this. Then from here, again, the front pelvis. Yeah, I'm still messing this up a little bit because again, like I'm not drawing it directly to the side. Like I'm not trying to draw directly to the side. Based on like this, kind of at more of an angle. I have it like leaned back, but just still. And then the other one, stuff like a 2 and all, just kind of like this. The W. That's basically the pelvis too on the side. I have it like leaning back for some reason, but based something kind of like this. Again, it can still be done. If you try drawing it more directly to the side, again, basically kind of comes down to the same problem. So basically, I have to draw like a thin oval. Then from there, just draw the pelvis bone directly kind of like this because it's dead to the side. The other one, let's say it's dead behind it, so you really don't draw that. And then this, kind of just put one thing here for this. It can be weird because then the spine and stuff too will be coming out from the back around here. So basically just doing like a line like that there. Basically going out like this. Here, basically coming out around here. And this one just coming out around right here. Again, you can do it that way and stuff like that too as well, but it does get harder drawing to the side. I don't have that much practice with it, but again, probably if you get better with like drawing 3D shapes, you can. Again, you can probably also draw from the back as well. Just again, basically a circle, stuff like this too and all, and then just from there, just the same thing. The spine stuff would just be here and stuff on the back and all that. Again, you can do like that too. Just with definitely, it doesn't recommend drawing it for like the sides and everything like this. But again, you can just give it a shot if you want. Again, just some practice, just trying some stuff. But so far, we're just gonna practice just drawing this like directly, just facing the front, just not going for anything like really crazy. So like I said, for this picture and stuff too, we're gonna use right here. Just like I said, just we'll start off with a basic like simplified figurette. So we'll just draw the head. I'm drawing pretty sloppy right now. Well, we just put the line and stuff for it and everything too. And from there, we just draw the body and stuff as a trapezoid. Let me do this. We draw the body as a trapezoid and stuff like that too, so we just kind of get the angle and stuff right. And so far, I'm not really worried right now about like the size and stuff and all that as well. I'm just kind of just focus on getting the shape and everything stuff down as well. Something like this. And then from there, again, we just like draw the neck coming down here. Draw the joints and everything stuff too for the arms and the legs. Go ahead and connect the spine. And for this, let me move this over a bit because it will be kind of close to the other thing. Yeah, it kind of sucks I have to do it like this because the way I have this set up right now, I don't really have my keyboard and stuff attached, so I have to just manually just keep going back and forth through doing this. Alright, this should be okay. There we go. Make sure everything is deselected. Stop showing again. Alright. So far from here, again, we just focus on other stuff. Usually, let's just go with the legs. Why not? Again, here I do kind of try to get a bit of the proportion right with the arms and legs. So 1, 1, 2. Again, like I drew the head really small here, but still. 1, 2. Kind of just eyeballing it a bit. Around 1, 2, somewhere around here. Other one around 1, 2. And then the foot, just draw it like very basic and simple. So just, again, things like this. Then the arms. We'll do the front one first. That one's kind of a bit more easier. So around 1, let's say a half. Then again, another 1 and about a half. And we'll draw a circle for the fist. The back one is going up about like 1 around here. Circle for the joint. And then again, the other arm's kind of in the front, so it'll be kind of a weird shape here. So draw that, and then we'll just draw the fist and stuff with it there. And basically, that's just a quick simplified figurette and everything and stuff too of it. Just something pretty quick. Got the pose and everything and stuff down. So basically, next to it, we try. Hold on, let me just make this a bit bigger real quick. Yeah, because so far we don't really need the picture right now because we have the pose and everything. So right now, again, we just try drawing it again, but we just see about drawing it as an abbreviated skeleton. So again, draw the head again. From here, I normally just again draw the spine, or we'll just put the face map real quick too and all. So again, just spine. So that's the neck. So basically counting the head, that's 1. So this be around 1. This be around 2. From there, I just kind of put a line here so I can tell where the body and stuff will be at. Because since I'm drawing the head so small, it's going to have kind of a weird proportion and stuff like that too and all. So just 1, 1, 2. Yeah, it's going to be kind of really short. And then from here, that'll be around like 3 around here. There is a reason for this. Again, we can just go ahead and draw the pelvis and everything stuff too once. So again, just the circle and stuff here and all that. Go ahead and just put the bones and everything here as well. There we go. Go ahead and just do the arms and stuff too and all. There we go. So far, the thing I mentioned with the tum thing and stuff earlier as well too, which I probably should have brought up a bit earlier, but around here, again, the spine here and everything, and the shoulders makes the T. The X will go right here in the center. So with that, we use this center part to basically balance the U, which we turn upside down to basically make the ribs. So basically, again, something like this. Again, I did kind of draw the other thing like way too small a bit. Again, I'm like messing up a bit, but let me do this real quick. So around there. So far right here, we can just circle for the arms. Not 100% perfect, but again, we just give what we can. Creation here to make it look more like a skeleton. And so far, again, right here with these spaces, this is where the legs and stuff would go. Or at least the joint stuff of them. And it was going to go draw the legs. So it'll be around 1, round 2. 1, round 2. I'll come back and draw the feet in a second. Because I want to actually do like a 3D thing with that. So like I said, 1, round 2. 1, round 2. I basically just say that because again, I'm like just kind of trying something out and everything. But yeah, this, the arm. So around 1.5 around here. 2. Well, actually, wait. Looking at the other one, I should have made that more straight. So around here, so 1.5, somewhere around there. 2, 1.5. Circle. We'll come back to the hand stuff too. Back here, this is around like 1. Circle. And then just bring it back up here where the fist would be. Basically, again, the feet, we'll just draw that and everything real quick too, just in my kind of like shoe-like manner that I normally do. So like this. And we're pointing forward, so around there. Circle around it. The other one, more shoe kind of like. Get my perspective, I definitely still need to mess that like a madman because this looks really off. Yeah, it looks 110% off. Give me a second on this. And everything, so right here. There we go. Just kind of help with the guiding line stuff of it a bit too. Alright, so we're going to just draw the fist. Just draw it a bit cartoonishly big and everything, stuff there and all that. And same thing here, just the fist. Can be kind of hard to see just due to it being in front. But yeah, just the whole thing too with this. Let me go and get my tool real quick so I can just like be able to highlight without messing some stuff up. So basically, yeah, looking at these two and everything, this one I absolutely drew smaller than this over here, but it just, again, I'll just sketch them real quick. Basically, the main thing you can just see with it is that, again, with this, the rib cage and everything too, looks actually like a skeleton. Same thing with the pelvis. It does give it a little bit more depth. I definitely did probably mess up with the arm here. Like, feel like it's a bit too long there. But beyond that, though, it does help give it like a bit of depth when drawing this as well. Using the simplified form here, again, to get the pose and stuff down. Then from there, you can just like manipulate it and just try to get the pose down how you want and everything and stuff too. Basically, this is just the whole thing and stuff with that as well. Just do like a quick one real fast because it took a second. But yeah, basically just showing again, like with the Tum method and everything too, just being able to draw the spine and the shoulders, which is basically what we would do before, just kind of like proportion wise. Then from there, balance the rib cage on there. Then after that, the M for the pelvis, which I really don't use too much, but I will eventually. Just again, just drawing the pelvis real quick. And with this, again, just basically showing how to do it and everything too. Again, I just drew it really small, but I was just drawing it real quick. So, yeah, again, hopefully this is helpful to anybody out there and stuff too. This method, again, I find this a bit easier than the one in the Jeff Millen book, where with that one it was like draw out the bones for the arms and legs. Then you have to draw like the shoulder blades and like all the bone parts for the shoulders and everything. Like just a whole bunch of stuff where I'm like, yeah, just kind of doing it this quick and simple can kind of help get the main base of it out. Again, I'm not into the volume part yet. Well, with the Jeff Millen book, I'm past that book. But basically, like me personally, I'm not in a place where I can work with volume yet and do anything good. So right now, this is like pretty good, I say, for like the skeleton, getting the main structure and stuff down. Then eventually we can work on just like adding skin and everything. But so far for now, it's just pretty good to do. So I'm just kind of rambling right now. Just the main basis, again, just experimenting with this. It works, looks pretty good, looks a bit three-dimensional, gives it some depth in my opinion. But granted, I'm biased. So that's kind of the whole thing and stuff there. So again, if anybody else watching this, just give it a shot, see what you can do, just practice. But yeah, so to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.